Word, son. What do you do, YouTube? It's your boy, Jay Devine. All right, man, before we get into this video, make sure to like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. If you haven't already, when you hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload. Without further ado, let's get up into it. All right, man, so I originally was supposed to be uploading a different video than today, but apparently this video got kicked up as far as importance goes. So as you know how I do, I got the clip looped up in the background, man, so I want to talk about it as it plays. But I want to talk about the subreddit for a second. And before I get into that, shout out to Gilmore. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this, your boy's straight up out the cockadookie, you know what I'm saying? And the stinky, you feel me? Now we got that out the way. But now, shout out to Gilmore, man. We was chopping it up yesterday. He subscribed to the channel. So if you've seen this, Gilmore, what's good, my boy? But yeah, other than that, man, let's talk about the subreddit of Call of Duty for a second. Now, the last video that I made, which was yesterday, about the whole, net coding or the active nerfing thing, and the clip in the beginning, the intro clip, which I slowed it down, chopped it up, and I was showing you guys basically how, you could either, it feels like you're being actively nerfed, or it could be a possible flaw in the net coding. So when I posted the intro clip to the subreddit, because I posted them in the Call of Duty joint, and then I posted it inside of the Modern Warfare 2 subreddit. So I posted it, and here's my thing. When I make these videos or like I post this stuff, I don't mind a respectful discussion. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between where you disagree and you just shooting down all claims, and then you disagree, but you have a reason why you disagree and you back it up with facts and logic. You know what I'm saying? Not even necessarily facts, but just with logic. I get that. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind agreeing to disagree. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you understand, but you don't feel like it's the end all be all. I'm cool with that, right? So, one of the guys, he was saying basically how, SMGs at that distance, they rule over AR. Now, I get what he's saying. However, he was saying something about he had to have the flinch tape on. You see the comment up in front. He said something about it having flinch tape, or he might have had flinch tape on that made it where he doesn't flinch as well. I put that on my guns or on my snipers, and, I've been winning gunfights. I'm going to be real with you. Once he said snipers, that kind of made it, invalid, because this wasn't a sniper versus AR. This wasn't a sniper versus SMG. No sniper was involved. So with that being said, it was almost pretty much invalid. So when he said that, I was telling him basically that there's no reason for that SMG to just shoot me or hip fire me in my thighs and consider that to be a kill, when obviously you see that in the clip that was slowed down where I missed his foot. Let's say 6 shots were being fired, right? 6 of the shots were fired, one of which missed, right? I was kind of aiming at his foot, right? But in the midst of you correcting your aim, you're firing. So the one shot goes off, ping, misses his foot, right? I swipe up diagonally to correct my aim while I'm firing. 2 shots go into his torso, which didn't register. Then once I get to the top of his head almost, or just his head region, 3 shots go into his head, and all of which were hit markers. And in turn, that gives him the ability to hip fire me with an SMG at my thighs and get a kill. So with this being my video evidence, how can you come forth and say that the SMG was the winner? You see what I'm saying? Like, there is no way that an AR is going to have 3 hit markers, not even in core. I've seen 2 shot hits max on headshots with ARs, whether it be battle rifles, whether it be ARs, it don't make a difference. 2 shots at the head max. Pistols do 2-shot headshots. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of the fact that I had a suppressor on or not, and that suppressor that I had on, that literally gave me more damage. I think I was maybe 1 level shy, or this may be a little bit before I was able to tune it. But however, I had all the attachments on that make my weapon the hardest hitting that it could be without tuning it. You know what I mean? So I got the longest barrel on, and I got the suppressor on that makes it more, that makes the damage higher. But there's no reason for a 3 hit marker headshot, a 3 hit marker to the head. That's unacceptable. You know what I mean? So when he said that, that's what kind of made me just completely just, blank out on that. Because I was just like, yeah, you're kind of watching 2 different clips here, because I don't know where you're pulling that information from, but that has nothing to do with what you just saw here. You're watching something totally different. So aside from that, you have people that are actually chiming in and saying, yeah, it's probably a net coding issue. Some people saying they have perfect internet, and, they see some of the goofiest stuff. And then, you know what I mean? It was a respectful back and forth. You know, somebody had a theory that if you had a good internet and you did something with your internet, you could probably get an advantage over them. You know, it was a real, you know, respectful back and forth. You know what I mean? I was really open and receptive to some of the stuff that people had to say regarding this issue. Now, this guy who I'm about to bring up here, these are the guys that, I'll put it to you like this. If you've been on this channel for a while, you know I posted Madden and football videos, right? You know you have those guys that come around, and even when I break down certain clips on Rant about certain stuff, you have the guys that will come over and say, oh, when, you just complaining, blah, 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 right? You have those guys. This guy in particular, as you can see, the comment that's in front of you, I'm not looking at the screen right now, but, and I'm going to paraphrase, but he was basically saying that, well, you're wrong. Didn't give really any indication as to how I'm wrong. So I'm like, okay, well, you see my reply. So I would tell him, I was like, well, no, you're wrong. And that's okay. You know, obviously you see that 6 shots were being fired. 1 was fired at his foot, but I missed. The 2, I was swiping up diagonally. As you can see, the 2 shots that were going in his torso didn't register. Then you had the 3 shots in his head that also called hit markers and wasn't even considered a kill, which ARs normally give you 2 shots max, and that's a kill. But however, I digress. Then they decide to let this man spray me hip fire wise with an SMG at my thighs, and then he gets the kill. Now he sees that and he says, well, you missed the first 2. Again, as you can see in the clip, the first shot was only missed. The next 2 shots, as a matter of fact, the first 2 shots that he's talking about, the first one missed, the second one didn't even get registered. So I don't know what the hell he's talking about. And like I said, you'll see it loop up in the background. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but he starts going on even more about, you know, oh, you're just wrong. You know what I mean? You see the comments, bro. Like, you know, and these are the people I love seeing. I love seeing these kind of people in, you know, in subreddits or in my comment section, because it's like when you have something that's presented in front of you, and obviously it's a legitimate complaint. I don't like calling it a complaint because a complaint has a negative connotation to it, but you see something that has a legitimate concern. I'll say that, a legitimate concern, right? And it's obviously being put right in front of your face. You see it and you're like, nope, nah, nope, that's your fault. That's your problem. Nope, You know, either you got to be a troll, and either that, or, and I'm going to say and, you got to be either a troll or you're a grown-ass man. Or, matter of fact, not even a grown-ass man. You got to be a kid, bro. You got to be a kid. If you're not a kid, then, my God, I pray for you and anyone that is around you, because you got to be hella fun at parties. You got to be. You know what I mean? So the more and more that he posts, you know, he's talking about how, oh, I love how you're just wrong. All right, everyone is telling you you're wrong, which 2 to 3 people, including him, only said the negative side of the video I posted. They weren't really agreeing with it. So I'm not sure how 2 and 3 is everyone, but whatever, go off, sis. So he says that, and I'm just like, you know, I'm like, dog, like, it really don't make much of a difference. I'm not even sitting there and continue to argue with you when obviously I have evidence, not promote, what's the word I'm looking for? Evidence is proclaiming what exactly I'm talking about here. I have evidence to back up what I'm saying, but you're still trying to ignore it and find a way to somehow make it a user issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense. You know, the subreddit is a very, like, iffy place to be in, because you got people that feel like this game can do no wrong. And then you got also, at the same exact time, you got people that, you know, can give you a respectful conversation or a commentary behind whatever it is you have a concern about. I'm all for those folks. People like this guy here, I'm not a big fan of. And I shouldn't have made an actual entire video regarding this, or this individual person or the persons involved, but it just shows you really where the Call of Duty community is at. You got either people that will sit there and bootlick for everything that these guys do, and then you got also the ones that will sit there and find a way to make it a user issue. You know what I'm saying? The proof is in the pudding, as you can see here. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 shots are being fired at this man, one of which I missed. I can admit that. The second one, the 2 and 3, the second and third shot, was swiping up diagonally across this man's torso. Didn't even register. Then three shots going to this man. Should have been a headshot on the second shot. But however, three headshots, I keep saying headshots, three hit markers ring off, and he somehow sprays me in my thighs and I consider the kill. Ladies and gentlemen, it does not make a difference whether or not this man is going to outgun me at a SMG range. It does not make a difference. Headshots always overruled everything. Do you know how many times I've went up against a guy with a Vel 46 or PDW or whatever SMG I had, and if he had a battle rifle in his hand, which is pretty much a beefed up AR. That's what a battle rifle is, a beefed up AR. Anytime a guy's went up against me with a battle rifle, he literally, if he headshotted me, it didn't matter how many bullets I put into this man. If he headshotted me, it was game over. He had it. He won. So what's different here? It doesn't make much of a difference. But ladies and gentlemen, this is what I mean when I say the subreddit can be a really sticky place to be in, man. It can be a really, really funny, sticky place to be in. But let me know what you think in the conversation. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, man. Let's have a little conversation. And yeah. And also, side note too, I don't really think this guy should be taken too seriously, because I seen somewhere in his little somewhere down the line in his little I guess comment karma, whatever it is, in his subreddit page or whatever. He was in a Halo subreddit, and he said something along the lines of, oh, and it got voted down bad too. Oh, I didn't play a Halo because it sucks. Like, what reasoning is that? Like, I know people that have said, oh, I don't play a Halo because it just went for me. Like, for me, like when I got a Series X, I told people, I was like, yeah, Halo cool. I just couldn't really get into it. You know what I mean? So it ain't for me. But it's all right, though. I can see where they took it. You know what I mean? So this man has got to be a kid, bro. It's got to be. But not only him, it's just not him. But you have other people inside of subreddits. If not subreddits, then you have YouTube comments that portray themselves the same exact way. And you can see him, you obviously see him trying to call me a troll or whatever, because I'm obviously not giving in to, I'm not backing down to what he's saying about me being quote unquote wrong, when obviously we all see the clip here. But people just pick and choose what they want, just to either try to get a reaction out of somebody, or just to sit here and try to, you know, make it seem like the game ain't as bad as what people are making it to be, regardless of the evidence that's being brought in front of them. But like I said, man, let me know what you think in the comment section down below, man. Let's have a little conversation. Go ahead on the Reddit, man. Go check out the subreddits. Holler at him if you want to have a conversation. But just know that it's probably not gonna go the way you want it to. But to the guy who I said come check out the video or come subscribe to the channel for a surprise, enjoy your fame, man. Enjoy your fame. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying to go on here and try to, you know, harass him, but I'm just saying, like, you know, let's not be ignorant. Let's not be ignorant about the situation. Okay? If you enjoy the game, you shouldn't be in the subreddit then. If you really enjoy it, you shouldn't be there. But why are you lurking in the comments to try to discredit or shoot down anyone that has a legit concern about the game? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, so let's not be ignorant. All right, Zelos, whatever your name is, let's not be ignorant, okay? Now, like I said before, for the last 2-3 times, I'm going to get up out of here now. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. But I'm going to get up out of here, man. It's your boy Jay Devon, and I'm signing out. Peace.